Hi, Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 4 of the August daily draws. So it's the end of the week. So as we approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Light Seers Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go, and today we will go there. And our card today is the Lovers. So, first of all, this is like the card of choice and commitment, what we choose to make a lasting commitment to our spiritual path, to a project that maybe take some time, to another person, to a relationship, anything that we're going to devote ourselves and our time and our energy to. And we need to think about what we are devoting and committing our time and our energy to. Maybe if we look back on the week, did we commit and devote our time and energy to the right things? Could we have done it better? We can always do it better, of course we can. Are we making the right choices and the right commitments? This is a question to ask ourselves. And of course the answer is going to be different in different ways to each one of us. This card also is about the balance between the divine masculine, divine feminine, or the two sides of our nature, reaching a balance, integrating the two together in a harmonious way. So that could be something to look at, that balance. We had the balancing act earlier in the week, didn't we, with the Oracle card, and how to balance our energy. So this may be a card, that does that. And maybe the choices and the commitments, the things we devote ourselves to, should work towards that harmony and that balance and not disrupt it. If we choose something and commit to something that disrupts that harmony and flow of energy and balance, then maybe we need to question if we've made a right commitment, the right choice there. Because if it's what we're supposed to be devoting ourselves to, it will flow with our energy. It will harmonize with our energy, with our true selves, and bring more balance and growth. I'm not saying that we don't have challenges and problems to deal with. What I'm saying is, if we have that inner balance, but what if when we commit to something, if we give our time and energy to something, it starts to disrupt our very inner balance, then maybe we need to question if we've made the right choice or we're approaching it in the right way. So it could be the right choice, but the way that we're committing to it maybe needs to be adjusted and changed in order for that harmony and balance of energy to be maintained. So at the end of this week, as we approach the weekend, what this card is asking us to do is to look at this, if that balance in our energy and that flow of our energy is there, and if we're using it, committing us that energy and ourselves and our time to the right things and to make the right choices, and not to rush into things, but to carefully consider with discernment, to think about before we make particularly a major long-term commitment of some kind, whatever that may be. Something, an important commitment, not necessarily what we're going to have for lunch or what socks we're going to wear or something like that. It's not that kind of choice, because at the end of the day it doesn't really matter unless you choose socks that aren't acceptable in the place where you're going to be wearing them, and it can get you into trouble. But apart from that kind of thing, I know that we weren't, I was at school, we weren't allowed to we're only allowed to wear certain colour socks, and if you wore bright orange, say, you would get into trouble and you get a note to send back to your parents and stuff like that. Don't know if that still goes on. It was some time ago, but there could be consequences to it, but nothing majorly serious. Now I'm talking about more important long-term commitments, like a career move or a long-term project, or say a relationship, or things of that nature, we need to make sure that we're making the right choice and the right commitment to the right thing. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. Goblins. If I remember, this is about the negative thoughts and things from our past that come. I will have a quick look at the guidebook, because the key word there doesn't really tell me much. Is there any problem with this oracle? Maybe it's the fears, or when it says here goblins are born when you're wounded. So maybe things from the past, as what I said, I'm always right. Wounded, and it makes us fearful about commitment in the future, because maybe when we've made a wrong commitment, we've been hurt. So that's the other aspect to it as well. Don't let fear hold you back from making the right commitment. Make sure that you're the thing it's right for you, that as far as you can tell, and then make the commitment. Don't hold back and be afraid to make any commitment at all because of fear of making the wrong commitment and of suffering further down the line. Because maybe once you've made the commitment, as you continue, as long as you're not tied in too much, enter the commitment as slowly and as gradually as you can. Because then if you begin to suss out what the nature of it's going to be, and you've got perhaps a little bit of time to back out if it's wrong for you without suffering the consequences. So don't be afraid to move forward. Don't let fear and the goblins of the past hold you back. Just be careful of the choices and commitments that we make. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow as we start the weekend with day 5. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.